vertebrae, got this broken to his place. It's in his face, yeah. Then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate the only woman that I claim.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Las Vegas Raiders. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Going to look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it complete. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
8 yards there on the first down. The Raiders at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Keelan Cole, his first touchdown here in the new camp. Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Room here to run. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood, Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Prater for the extra point. And we are tied at 7.
Ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little game. A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on 2nd down.
10 yards. 2nd and inches.
Carr. This is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco.
Touchdown, Raiders! Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
26 yards. And the Cardinal first down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. He'll send Brown in motion right. Now the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns last year, it's James Conner. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Murray now to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Ertz certainly proved he's still got some juice left after midseason trade to Arizona. Immediately came in and produced for over 500 yards in 11 games, and he's being counted on as a key piece for the Cards moving forward, and he gets him a first down there.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can.
And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Jalen Tillery running in there and setting him down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, and a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Conner is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Carr now on 1st down. That's caught by Waller out left side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
93.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. It's complete to Cole. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jacobs going to try the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 26. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They go with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 27, Murray toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Murray. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or 2 to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish an inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Throwing his car on 3rd down. He completes it right side to White. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the Cardinal first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Got him in. It's Brown. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Murray a give. This is Conner. And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Prater on and the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
The score, Raiders 28, Cardinals 21. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Carr finding Waller there for the Vegas first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. He's got White here. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
694.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. To throw his Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown! Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On On second down, Connor looking for space. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed him down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third is worth for 3. Now Murray's got to have this one. Ertz has it left side. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they wind up getting 13 there on fourth down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. In his own end zone, it's Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's got some space here. And they work this out past the 25. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, That's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
On first down, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Past the 20. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Carr now to throw. It's caught. This is White. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Carr going to throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
These guys certainly not hiding with.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And some room to maneuver. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Carr. Being chased out left. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Oh, such great concentration. They're going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And the Raiders are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and have done in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is of all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Las Vegas, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Arizona,